Man, forget that picture. Anyway, welcome to another show. Monday Night Football. There's been some coach firings. And tomorrow is the trade deadline. Yeah, I like how you just disappeared. I'm the one supposed to be doing magic tricks around here.
Hey man, I just wanted them to see the picture up there. That's all.
Man. Um, as we said on yesterday's show, there was gonna be some weird stuff in the NFL yesterday. I hope you did not bet too heavy because a lot of things that people expected to hit did not hit.
I got my ass tore up yesterday.
Whoop
No
like you
did.
whoop like you stole something.
I mean, I missed a lot of them by one. Uh, what up, John? I got your cup. You ain't came and got it yet. So
Oh
I
man,
got
what?
this fantasy team. My wide receivers are Chris Olave, Drake London, and Puka Nakua.
Mm.
Dead ass. My Yahoo Fantasy League. I also had some bet. I had bets with AJ Brown. I got killed yesterday, man. I got killed yesterday. Either injuries or Puka deciding he wanted to be Logan Paul and throw some punches. So I got destroyed yesterday.
I'm glad you said something about fantasy. Right now, I think I'm winning. I'm pretty sure I am winning. I am winning 166 to 111. All of my players have played. He has Patrick Mahomes playing tonight. So unless Patrick Mahomes puts up 55 points in fantasy, I will be tied for first place in my league.
I got in first place in one league, and I be damn, I ain't in first place no more.
Mm. So right before the trade deadline, you always see some weird stuff with teams that are not performing up to expectations. Either players getting traded because of their contracts, teams wanting to get some kind of draft capital, uh, teams just moving in the wrong direction. So yesterday we had a couple firings. Um, well, actually, was it this morning? This morning we had a firing.
Yeah,
So
Dennis Allen this morning.
Dennis Allen gone.
Hmm.
I've got a buddy, John Friedis. He's a diehard Saints fan. I think he's from that area, and every week you can count on him to make one post on Facebook. Fire Dennis Allen.
He should have been gone.
Hey man, I commented on his post today. I said, "You got your wish."
He should have been gone, man. They
Yep.
7 in a row. Uh, they gonna just run and throw Kamara into retirement. Kamara, the way they utilize him, he should be damn near the highest paid player in the NFL.
Well, they did give him a good contract to make him feel better.
Yeah. Now I don't make no. We can't make excuses. They did lose Shaheed. Kendre Miller's gone. Juwan Johnson, he's in for one game, out for 4 or 5 games. He can't stay healthy. Derek Carr's been hurt. Spencer Rattler looks like Spencer Rattler when he was at Oklahoma. The reason he left and went to South Carolina. Um, Hell, he got benched for what's the backup's name? I can't think of it at the moment.
Hainer, Hainer.
Yeah, yeah. They got out and they dropped 40 them first 2 games, and ever since then they just have looked like complete crap.
Complete and utter trash.
Uh,
Oh,
Chris Olave, he's a wide receiver one, but I mean he's had 2 concussions this year. He's treading into that Tua water. Uh, I don't know, man. I don't know where they go from here. They need help. They thinking about trading Marshawn Lattimore, which I'm sure we're gonna talk about. It's just a lot. It's just a lot, bro.
and I apologize for constantly coughing. I went to work today. Started coughing at work. They sent me home because they knew I was sick and didn't want to get anybody else sick. I'm actually supposed to be at a work function right now for end of the season awards and stuff, but I'm here doing a show with you guys because I don't want to go get nobody sick.
Yeah, I told him you doing this. I don't play that shit. We doing this show.
Well, damn. You got me sent home? Boy, you something else.
That's
Uh,
why I called up there.
a couple of key notes to Dennis Allen being fired. Um, the Saints just had 7 game losing streak, which is their longest since 1999.
Hmm.
That's a long fucking time. Of course, they started out 2-0, looked good, thought they were going to do more than expected, and then they showed us the Saints that we thought they were going to be. 7 in a row.
Yep.
And when you lose to the Panthers, who are at the bottom of the barrel, that's going to get you fired.
Quick. So I ask before we get too far into this because the Saints are a complete and utter mess. I'm gonna name you a few teams. You tell me which one you think will finish in last. You got New England at 2-7, Cleveland at 2-7, Jacksonville 2-7, Tennessee 2-6, the Raiders are 2-7, the Giants are 2-7, Carolina and New Orleans are 2-7. Out of those, well, the Dolphins are 2-6, but I think the Dolphins probably will be the best out of this bunch.
Um, I'm not saying this because I'm a Titans fan, but the Titans have a chance at improvement. Their head coach has not been doing a great job early in the year, but he's been learning on the go. So I feel like they have a chance to improve. Uh, Dolphins, it's all going to depend on Tua's health.
Hmm.
Saints, they might get a little joke because they had the coaching change. Raiders might get a joke because they've had some changes, but I mean, it's up in the air. I think the Panthers going to be last, though.
If I had to pick one, man, I think it may be the Saints.
Okay, I was gonna say, don't say Cleveland. Cleveland's gonna squeeze some wins out.
Well, maybe we should wait till after the trade deadline and see if any of these teams just sell off everything. But we just going strictly off how they look today.
Yeah,
Because
I
Cleveland, I
was.
know they're talking about trading some of their defensive pieces, especially Zadarius Smith. We got merch, by the way. I seen it. I seen it. I seen the
Oh,
Magic Bet merch.
you talking about that cup?
Yeah, yeah, I
Ooh,
seen it.
that cup.
I seen it. We finna get rich out here.
I wish.
I can see the Raiders being last, but the Raiders have a nice core. I like Brock Bowers. I like Jacoby Myers. I'm not big on Alexander Madison and Zamir White, but they serviceable. They not great. They have a couple of pieces. They still got Max Crosby. They said they're not trading him. So I think they got a couple of things that they can build around. But Max Crosby said he didn't want to rebuild. So I just
Well,
wanted to throw that out there, man, not to get off subject, but
that's
right now
okay.
out of all the teams, I think the Saints are the worst because they 7 in a row. That's yeah.
Well, they need with their salary cap woes, they need to be in complete rebuild mode anyway.
Hmm.
So, how better to start than to get rid of the coach you got, knowing that you're about to start a rebuild, um, and get you somebody else in there and build around their philosophies.
Did I hear right that they are already, is it 93 million or 39 million over the cap?
It was 80 in preseason.
And they re-signed Kamara, gave him
Yep.
an extension, so it's 90 something million over the cap already for next season.
Yeah, they're gonna have to do. They're gonna do have to do some moves, but some of those contracts are gonna fall off, and then they might have some of their dead cap fall off too. But
Hmm.
I'd have to look at Sports Track or somewhere like that and get a better idea. As a matter of fact, I might do that this week just to see where that's at and see what numbers I can come up with. In the meantime, they did elevate Darren Rizzi, their assistant head coach and special teams coordinator, up
Hmm.
to head coach, and then Dennis Allen was calling defensive plays, and their who was that guy? Joe Woods. Joe Woods is now going to call plays on defense.
I don't know much about either one of them.
Me neither. Never heard of him until today.
I just I ain't even finna sit here and act like I know anything about them. Which again, man, is why I say I know we talk about Carolina. I've been critical of Bryce Young. I felt he shouldn't have been drafted over C.J. Stroud. I don't like the way they're coaching him, but he looked better yesterday. I will give him that. Whatever's been going on behind the scenes, he looked better yesterday.
That was an audition.
Um, but all these teams, they got at least two or three pieces to where you can be like, okay. So they got Chuba Hubbard, they got Xavier Leggett. I think he caught a touchdown yesterday. I haven't heard or seen much of Jonathan Mingo. Uh,
He hadn't done much.
he haven't done much. Okay. They got Bryce Young. That's a nice piece if they keep him or want to trade him. With the Saints, they have Kamara. That's it. Alave. Uh,
Shaheed.
Shaheed. They need a quarterback.
Uh, they
I like Derek Carr, but I don't like Derek Carr for the Saints.
man. The problem with Derek Carr is that last name. You remember his brother, right?
David Carr.
David Carr. Horrible.
David Carr was number one pick out of Fresno State.
Miles Sanders. He could be on the go. Um, with with the Panthers.
Saquon
They go.
Barkley, a long time ago, I believe it was his rookie season, said Miles Sanders was better than him. I think he lied, but
No,
Miles
Miles
Sanders is a very Miles Sanders was 1,000 yard rusher in Philadelphia.
Miles Sanders was good while he was in Philadelphia. I don't know where the fall off came from,
Hmm.
but he got to the Panthers, and it could just be the organization, which has happened to many players. He came in, he played decent last year, but Chuba Hubbard came in about mid-season and started playing better than him.
And took over. And they also have Jonathan Brooks coming back, if I ain't mistaken.
Hmm.
So I just think David Tepper is a horrible owner.
He is um, horrible. Uh, you can do your research on Tepper and see how he just fires coaches.
Hmm.
If things aren't going the way he wants, he just starts over.
Yep.
It's hard. It's hard for a GM or a coach to get something going without continuity.
Yeah. You got to have time to build.
Yeah.
And I
Um.
didn't like the way, was it Steve Wilkes that was at Carolina?
Yep.
I didn't like that at all. I didn't like that because they had a winning record, I believe. And he just,
I mean, we can speculate, but we know.
we definitely know. Anyway, we can move on. We
All
can
right.
move on.
Speaking of coaches of color, Antonio is still there. Antonio Pierce is still at the Raiders,
Hmm.
but they pretty much gutted the rest of their coaching staff. Offense coordinator Luke Getsy's gone. Offensive line coach James Gregg is gone, and quarterbacks coach Rich Scangarello was fired yesterday.
The Raiders made a mistake not getting a quarterback in the offseason.
Well,
If I
here,
ain't mistaken, did they have a chance to get Bo Nix? I know they had a chance to move up. If something happened in the draft and they had to settle for Brock Bowers, which ain't Brock Bowers has probably been the most reliable tight end in the league. Not
he
saying
is.
nothing bad about Brock Bowers, but Aiden O'Connell, maybe they thought that was the answer, but I believe what did he break his thumb? He's out. Gardner Minshew ain't Gardner Minshew in this year. So they pretty much don't have a quarterback. They let Josh Jacobs go. Um, I like Jacoby Myers. They let Devontae Adams go. Where do they start? I mean, it's
So,
always the quarterback position.
okay. So you mentioned Max Crosby does not want to be part of a rebuild. They are
Hmm.
obviously part of a rebuild. My theory on this is they will not trade him at this deadline, but they will use him to move up in the draft to get a quarterback they want.
Yeah.
So I will look for Max Crosby to move on in the offseason because they'll be looking to trade to get their quarterback. If not, they're stupid. But then again, last name Davis.
Yeah, he got him a young woman, so he chilling.
Boy, she
And then
probably
if I ain't mistaken, he owned the Las Vegas Aces, right?
yes.
So he been winning championships over there. So he
Yeah.
may be content with what he got going on. But you know, I was born in 1983. I believe the 83 Raiders or 82 or 84, somebody correct me on this, they beat the Redskins, what, 38-9 in that Super Bowl? When Joe Theismann called the rocket screen and Jack Squires ran it back from like 6 yards out, and him and Joe Gibbs got into a rift.
You said correct
Uh,
you if you're wrong. Hell, I don't remember.
I think it was 82 or 83, but because Marcus Allen ran that long 70-some yard touchdown run where he went reverse. Um, I'm just used to the Raiders being like respectable, man, and they not that.
Well, so they just fired this offense coordinator.
Hmm.
Why in the hell did you hire him in the first place? Because he was the
Wasn't he
he
with the
uh
Bears?
he was with the Bears in 2022 and 2023.
We was
They were
talking about
horrible.
that today, man.
They were horrible.
We was literally in a fantasy group chat today. We was talking about that. Uh, just how these coaches get jobs, man, and they just don't deserve the job.
Man, I wish I had been smart and either went to school to be a CEO of a company
Hmm.
or went to school or got into the coaching ranks to become a head coach. Because these head coaches are getting buyouts that are great. You got these people that are CEOs running companies and getting bonuses, and the companies are doing shit.
Oh yeah, that them buyouts, them college coach Jimbo got what 70, 60 something million.
I ain't got a coach no more. Set for life.
I don't know if you've seen that, but he wants to come back to West Virginia and coach. That's his hometown.
Well, I mean, make it happen.
But I got a question for you.
I got an answer for you.
Actually, it's for the whole room. Y'all can post about it on Facebook. I'm gonna put up the post. Who will be the next coach to get fired?
Mm. I don't know the way Tepper likes to fire people over in the Panthers. Now, Canales might be safe this year. Canales, Canales might be safe. Um, Callahan, he's safe with the Titans this year. Um,
I'm gonna give
there
you
you
one.
go. There you go. There you go. Right there.
Doug
Abraham
Peterson
hit it. Abraham hit it.
is between him and Kevin Stefanski for me.
I don't think Stefanski goes this year.
Honorable mention Brian Dayball, whatever the hell his name is.
Um, you know, I would have thought that, but just a couple weeks ago, the owner said that he needs to have some patience and he needs to give the GM and the coach some time to turn around.
Yeah.
So I think he might be good to the end of the season. So if he can do anything to kind of turn around towards the end of the season, he might be safe for another year. But if they
Mhm.
continue to play bad, now McCarthy's good. After Jerry Jones' comments last night about McCarthy, I think McCarthy good.
Speaking of Dallas, I don't know if y'all seen Dak. He's out for multiple weeks. And CeeDee Lamb has a sprained AC joint, but they think he's going to be okay. They think he's going to be able to play Sunday against Philadelphia, but Dak is out for multiple weeks. They said his hamstring is worse than what they thought.
The tank is on.
Tank is on. But I mean, even if they tank, what they gonna get?
Ashton Genty,
And they gonna ruin that man's career.
absolutely.
Then yesterday, Zeke got suspended. He was suspended yesterday. He didn't even travel with the team. He don't want to be there no more.
He he didn't want to go back in the first place, but they were the only people that were going to
That
sign
was
him.
the only people that would offer him a contract.
He already knew the bullshit going on in Dallas.
And I'm telling you, people keep thinking I'm crazy. if the Cowboys keep playing like this and they don't get no better, Michael got one season left on his contract. You can hear it in his voice. He damn near don't want to be there.
Oh, he gonna hit the market. He's gonna see what he
I
brings to the
hit the
market.
market.
Yep.
Now, if I was Dallas, if Jerry Jones got any kind of sanity in him, I don't know how he would be able to pull this off. I don't even think they have the salary cap to pull this off, but they don't have much salary cap space, do they?
Oh, they don't. They hurting.
Oh, well, there ain't even no point of saying it. I was gonna say maybe you could pair CD Lamb and T Higgins or get some form of other receiver, but if you ain't got if you ain't got the space, we ain't even gonna worry about it.
I think they should probably they should be sellers at the deadline. They should really be selling off assets right now to get draft capital. But
Hmm.
Jerry Jones is probably gonna stand pat, thinking something's gonna happen, and it won't.
So let me ask you this: outside of Micah, CD, Dak, man, I put Demarcus Lawrence in there. Who else would you want?
Trayvon Diggs, Deron Bland.
They both been Their value may not be as high because they both coming off very bad injuries, but you still
Which
may be able to get something for them.
might
Trayvon ain't looked that good this year.
Ferguson.
Tight end.
Yep.
Well, you know they always get rid of their tight end after 2 years anyway.
I mean they got a few pieces that are worth looking at, but you got
Hmm.
to find a trade partner that's willing to pay the price. And Jerry Jones ain't going cheap.
No. Mm-mm. So
Uh,
while we on that, your next segment is players most likely to be traded at the deadline, and number one, you got the old man Adam Thielen.
yeah, 34 years old. He's missing time with a hamstring injury, but he's remained productive while he's healthy.
I like Adam Thielen. I ain't got no problem with Adam Thielen at all. I actually think he still got some good tread on his tires.
Well, we could definitely say Baltimore is out of the question on that because they just got Deontay Johnson.
Hmm.
But I could see him going to Washington.
I can see him going to Washington. I don't know why, but Philadelphia was in the mix for him for a second. I heard that.
Well,
Um,
you got to send him to a team that needs a slot receiver. Um,
Dallas wouldn't hurt.
Dallas wouldn't hurt, but does he want to go to Dallas?
Does anybody?
Does anybody want to go to Dallas? Hell no. But you got a few young quarterbacks that are playing pretty well. That all they're missing is a vet receiver.
Yeah,
Um,
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh
Pittsburgh needs one more receiver. Pittsburgh. First of all, I love George. I
Pickens,
love George Pickens. Let me say that. Uh, I love Van Jefferson. I love Calvin Austin. They need one more.
they do. I
One
think he's gonna
more.
be. Think he's gonna be Mike Williams though,
Yeah, I would like Mike Williams on that other side of George Pickens. Najee Harris got some kind of newfound energy in him this season. They just
because
got Jalen Warren back. Pittsburgh is a very, very dangerous football team.
Harris heard those rumors that Jalen Warren could take his job. That's what he heard.
Yeah, and he in a contract year.
Hmm.
He may
Uh,
leave Pittsburgh.
it's a good possibility. Another vet wide receiver that's rumored to be on the trade block is Kendrick Bourne. I hadn't
Hmm.
heard a lot of talk of where he might go, but the Patriots could be sellers at the deadline to get rid of people so they can start their complete rebuild because
Yeah,
they're not doing so great.
I like Drake May. I like Demario, Pop Douglas, Jalen Pope. They offensive line ain't good, and it makes Ramondre not look good. He had 2 touchdowns yesterday. Ramondre is a pretty decent running back.
He is.
Um,
Oh, by the way, on Sunday's show, you said something about taking Drake May over on the rushing yards. He
yeah,
covered his line on one carry.
he damn near had 100 yards if he didn't get
Yeah,
100.
he had one carry that did cover that whole line. Good
Yeah.
call on that. Uh, Zadarius Smith, you mentioned this earlier. Detroit's in the mix for him,
Yep. I seen that today.
so he's probably on the way out. I saw where they were working on a contract.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I doubt it falls through, but he'll be gone. Sebastian Joseph Day, Tennessee Titans. I think we had him on a 1 year contract, so it won't be no dead cap. Get rid of him, get some kind of draft capital.
One of
Marshawn
these next ones is very interesting. But go ahead.
Marshawn Lattimore.
No, no.
Marshawn Lattimore has been rumored to go to the Chiefs, which is a very good possibility because they just lost Jalen Watson to an injury.
I hope Jerry Jones and other owners are looking at what the Hunts are doing in Kansas City. Undefeated and still trying to get better. Back to back Super Bowl champions. Still finding pieces to get better.
So
It's insane.
here's the thing. Um, and they kind of went over it on ESPN, and it was my thought process. Remember that 10 year contract that Patrick Mahomes signed?
Yeah, it's not a lot of upfront money. They just keep on extending it.
Yeah, the
Mhm.
contract he signed was team friendly, but he was gonna have guaranteed money for 10 years.
Yep.
But the way he signed it, it allowed them to put pieces around him. Now, if you look back at Tom Brady was doing the same
The
thing pretty
same thing.
much, and they were putting pieces around him here and there to make things work. But those
Mhm.
pieces wasn't staying but 2 to 3 years. They wasn't there for 10 years.
And they
Tom,
don't need them to. They
they don't need them to
come,
be. You
they
got your
do.
quarterback.
Yeah, they come. They had a 1 or 2 good years. They win a Super Bowl. They have a career year. They go somewhere else, get paid.
Well, Smeezy said Lattimore needs to go to Baltimore. I don't know if Baltimore can afford him. But that would be a good piece for them if they trying to make a serious run because they got everything on offense. Their defense, pass defense especially, is what's suspect right now.
And that's so weird to say about Baltimore. This is probably one of the first times that you could ever say that about Baltimore.
Yeah,
But they gonna get it fixed.
eventually.
That offense. Ooh, Lord.
That defensive coordinator, he's still learning on the go, but
Yeah.
we'll see. Baron Browning. It was in our notes that he may be traded, and he did get traded. He is now an Arizona Cardinal for a 6 round pick.
You know what's weird? I'm gonna let we talking about the players, but the Cardinals are winning despite everybody keep thinking that they're not supposed to be good. It's weird.
That's funny. Yep.
They are in first place in the NFC West, and everybody every week, every time, everybody keep writing them off, and they just keep on winning,
and they still flying under the radar.
still flying under the radar. And this is coming along the lines. They still haven't figured out Marvin Harrison Jr. in the offense yet. He only had last I looked, he had one catch for 21 yards yesterday. They still haven't figured that out. They know they got a beast in Trey McBride. James Conner just running people over. He looked unbelievable yesterday. Kyler Murray is doing Kyler Murray things. They have Michael Wilson. They have Greg Dortch. And
Trey
people just
McBride,
keep on
Trey
writing them off.
McBride, Trey McBride, Trey McBride.
And their defense is actually, it's not as bad as people said it was going to be.
And they just got an edge rusher, so they trying to build something. They are buyers at the deadline, letting you know that they have faith in what they've got going on.
Yeah.
This next one though, with everything that has happened over the past couple of weeks, you got teams on the phone calling the gauge whether they gonna let this kid go or
That
not.
was the one that was interesting.
Yeah,
I
Anthony
seen
Richardson,
today Shane Steichen said Joe Flacco is the quarterback for the remainder of the season.
and should be.
Definitely should be. That's tough, man. I don't. Oh God, we was talking about this today. He was picked number four in the draft last year. Torres showed up. He was out for the season. He been in and out the lineup this year. This kid, he really has not played 25 football games in 3 years. and they put him in the lineup, and I'm not understanding what they expected from
See, here's what it is. In this day and age, with the rookie contracts, you've got to get these kids in there early. Get them in there, let them play, and if they're
him.
not doing what you expect them to do, they are trading them to get some kind of draft capital.
Yeah.
Draft capital is the thing nowadays. If you feel like you have missed on your draft pick and you can
Hmm.
get something for them, they are letting them go so they can move on because you don't want this kid sitting on the bench for too long. Just like Michael Penix, he's 26 years old. He's probably the oldest rookie quarterback in the league right now.
Is it him or
He,
Bo Nix?
uh, both of them are right there.
Yeah.
Um, but at 26 years old, you don't want him to sit 2 or 3 years behind Kirk Cousins because you're going to
Hmm.
hamper his development and you're going to miss out on his best years.
We was talking about this earlier about I forgot what we was talking about specifically in the group chat. Something about talent evaluation or something. Uh, it says the NFL has a quarterback development problem. It
I saw
names
that
Anthony
post.
Richardson, Bryce Young, Trey Lance, Justin Fields, Will Levis, Zach Wilson, Mac Jones, Kenny Pickett. And you look at that list of names and you like none of them wowed me in college. I don't know. You get to people like Mel Kiper. We talked about him, and they they boost up certain players, and you looking like he don't even look that good. Like Carson Beck this year from Georgia. If you look at all the mock drafts, him and Quinn Ewers have been 1 and 2. And now they finally putting Cam Ward in the mix. They finally putting Shador Sanders in the mix. And it's like, what are y'all seeing? I'm not understanding what y'all seeing. Like somebody literally went to a camp and said Mitchell Trubisky was better than Patrick Mahomes and Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson won a national championship that year for Clemson, and you went all the way to the other side of the world and seen Mitchell Trubisky and thought that he was better. It's not arm talent. I keep
Well,
telling people when you're looking at the best quarterbacks, I try to tell people that they have their SEC bias. If you look at the top five quarterbacks in the NFL, three of the top three are not from the SEC. The SEC, they have the wide receivers, they have the running backs. And most of those quarterbacks, they live off what I call the Ken Dorsey rule. They have so much talent around them that they can't fail. And then you have these head coaches that, how you fail with Nick Saban? And Devontae Smith and Jalen Waddle and Jamison Williams and Najee Harris and Brian Robinson. That's what Mac Jones had his last year at Alabama. Like it's hard to fail with that.
so you say there's a development of quarterback problem in the
Yeah.
NFL.
No, no. See, he's
Um,
saying Shador is in a weaker conference. That does not matter. Who when Patrick Mahomes was at Texas Tech, who tell me who he played against at Texas Tech? You can't. Tell me who Josh Allen played against at Wyoming. You can't. I remember when Lamar Jackson won the Heisman in Louisville. They played Florida State. I believe that game it may have been in Louisville. They scored 70 points on them. Had nobody ever heard of Lamar Jackson. So being in a weaker conference, it don't mean nothing. It how you play is what you are. Anthony Richardson went to Florida. Joe Flacco went to North Dakota State. Who the better quarterback?
so one thing is, yeah, you have quarterbacks out here that have talent. You have quarterbacks out here that have potential. But at the same time, the wrong teams are drafting these quarterbacks.
Yes.
Prime example: Justin Fields, Malik Willis, and Sam Darnold. Um, Although Justin Fields has not really wowed anybody this year, but he was put in a situation when he was given the opportunity, he played well enough to help the team win. He didn't get that opportunity in Chicago. You got
Yeah.
Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold is playing way better than he has the past couple of years. And then Malik Willis, back up for Jordan Love. When he gets in, He's done his thing, and people in Tennessee thought he was complete and utter trash.
Yeah, I
Put
got
your
you, John.
put your
I know
quarter,
that's why
put
you
your
put it in
quarterbacks in the
quotation.
right situation.
Yeah, he says why he put it in quotations. I'm agreeing with you. I seen the quotations. I agree with you too, Abe, about Milrow. It's just like I give you an instance. Chad Kelly was the quarterback at Ole Miss. He was Mr. Irrelevant. He had AJ Brown and DK Metcalf as his wide receivers. How the hell you can't win with that? He should have been the number one pick. I'm just the SEC is always gonna have the best talent at the skill positions. Now, if you want to, you can always make an asterisk. Joe Burrow, he just a dog. The man can play football. He played quarterback. He had a hell of a game yesterday. But in college, he had two of the top five wide receivers on his team, and that was probably the greatest offensive college team you have ever seen in your life. It was beating the shit out of people.
Hmm. And that's not even count who was on the bench. 'Cause they had
Yeah,
some more
man,
come
that
after that.
team was ridiculous. I'll say this, Abe. He said, other than Bart Starr and Joe Namath, name another Alabama quarterback.
I tried to think on it and I couldn't.
This is sad for me to say. Mac Jones, his first year, and this is where we go into coaching, right? Mac Jones, in his first year in New England, led them to the playoffs and went to the Pro Bowl. And the next year, how do they thank him? They get him a defensive coordinator to be his offensive coordinator. He ain't been the same since. But other than that, I can't. Unless you want to say Tua, Tua would be the best one because Jalen Hurts got better when he left and went to Oklahoma. He was a Heisman candidate that year with CeeDee Lamb and Mark Andrews, I believe.
Yeah, I'm sitting here looking at the list and I don't see nothing that jumps out at me.
No, you ain't gonna see none. AJ McCarron, they was talking about how good he was. Jump. No, hell no. Get him out of here.
Yeah, it's so bad he had to go play XFL or whatever it was just so he could get some PT. Talking about I'd rather my kids see me play
Yeah,
than to see
Tua
me
did.
sitting
Yeah.
on the bench.
So I just got breaking news. We ain't even got to the game. We 40 minutes in. I don't know who the hell Baker Mayfield gonna throw the ball to tonight. Jalen McMillan is
Hey,
out.
Rashad White and Bucky Irvin are finna get some dink and dunk passes all
They
night
gonna
long.
have to.
Cade
Mike,
Otten is gonna have a
Mike
good game.
Evans is out. Chris
Cade Otten,
Godwin, he's out for the season. Jalen McMillan is out. Sterling Shepard, he's a game time decision I seen.
yeah.
Cade Otton gonna have 93 catches for 43 yards tonight.
Hey, you know what? I thought that last night, so I did put in a couple of bets with Cade Otten and Bucky Irvin.
So we getting into the game tonight, but don't go in thinking Patrick Mahomes gonna go for 300 and 4 touchdowns. This game might be over with before halftime. If Kansas City get up 17 to nothing, that's pretty much a blowout because they don't have enough to come back.
Kareem Hunt rushing attempts.
I can see that. I wonder
Uh,
what they're gonna do when Pacheco come back.
I don't know. Pacheco's on his way back too. He should be back in the next couple of weeks. But I did take Kareem Hunt over 16 and a half rushing attempts. I
Hmm.
guarantee you he gets that tonight,
Yeah,
especially
he
if
gonna
they're up
do
at
it.
halftime.
I seen today on NFL Live, uh, Pacheco is gonna be out to late November, early December.
Hmm.
I mean, he'll be off the IR because I don't think he can be on there for that long.
I think they can only be on for like 4 to 6 weeks, and then they have to come off.
Yeah. Kareem Hunt anytime touchdown, I would say yes.
Yes. As a matter of fact, I had a stat up. Um, Kareem Hunt, he has hit that three of his last three games, hit in two of his last two home games, and Tampa Bay is ranked 29th in receiving touchdowns versus running backs.
I like Kelsey to get one too. Today is a good betting day. If y'all ain't seen it, college basketball, men's and women's started today. You got a full NBA slate. You got Monday night football. You got hockey. It's a bettor's paradise, and they just been kicking our ass and taking our money all weekend.
Yep.
If I,
No, 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 no. They ain't been taking my money all weekend because I told you I wasn't going heavy. Shit, I knew better. They lost their ass last week. They were gonna get their money back.
so y'all, let me tell you, we still ain't talked about the game. I had a lotto bet. Demontis Sabonis, Nikola Jokic, triple double. Nikola Jokic, I think he had like 24 points, 14 rebounds, 9 assists. They up by 20. Never got back in the game. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me,
And I had to
man.
sit there and listen to this dude cry about that shit after he done talked bad about my bet.
It's
Where
unreal.
I only needed one more rebound by Julius Randle. And you talk bad about him, made me miss my parlay. So karma is real.
Karma is real. And the Bucks play Cleveland tonight as well.
Um, if you're looking for a decent bet on the NBA, I would take the minus Sabonis over 28 and a half points and rebounds.
Yeah.
Or you could do his points, rebounds, and assists over, I think, 36 and a half.
I would bet Dame gonna do something tonight because Giannis is out.
Giannis is out. Hey,
Anyway, the reason we on this show is to talk about the Bucks and the Chiefs.
the who? Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. My fault. I forgot we had an agenda here.
So Kansas City is a 9-point favorite, over under 45 and a half. Do you think Tampa Bay can keep this close in Arrowhead with no receivers?
Um, it's gonna take some defense and it's gonna take some good running game. But Kansas City has a pretty good run defense.
They do. It's a tough game to pick.
Smeezy said yes. It is a tough game to pick. I'm kind of staying away from this spread because um Baker has been known to surprise when he has very little to work with.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I mean, he can get Kate Otten involved. He can get the running backs involved out of the backfield and make something happen. But he really has no number one or number two receiver.
He ain't got a three. He ain't got
Hold on,
shit.
is Trey Palmer playing tonight?
He's a game time decision as well. Questionable. It's questionable. I looked at their injury report before we started. They got like 15 people on there, including Bucky Irvin. Something wrong with his toe, but he's going to go.
He's questionable. Yeah,
Yeah.
McMillan questionable. Shepard. Oh Lord.
Was it Shepard or Palmer that's on there?
Shepard.
Okay. I don't know how to tell you to play. I would take Travis Kelsey for at least 4, maybe 5 receptions. I would go that route. I would focus on Kareem Hunt in the rushing department. If you wanted to bet, I don't know what Patrick Mahomes' rushing total is, but you know he like to get out the pocket and do them old dumbass running plays that he do. Uh, yeah, I'm with you, man. I don't know how Tampa Bay would score a touchdown.
Okay, so um, Sterling Shepard. He's game time decision, right?
Hmm.
They've got Trey Palmer, Raheem Jarrett, Marquez Callaway, and Ryan Miller.
I wouldn't bet on not a damn one.
Uh, Trey Palmer will probably be the go-to as far as the receivers, but I mean that's iffy. K. Dot and he's gonna get his targets. Yeah, that looks ugly.
I'm leaning towards Kansas City defense scoring a touchdown, but I don't know. It's hard. It's hard, man. It's hard to gauge these defensive touchdowns. It's really, really, really difficult to gauge defensive touchdowns. If you do play it, don't put a lot on it and play it by itself. I wouldn't parlay it with nothing.
Tampa Bay over 17 and a half team total has hit in 5 of the last 5 games. Now Will that hit with these receivers being out?
Yeah. What is Baker Mayfield's passing yards over and under?
Baker Mayfield. It was. It may have changed.
It can't be in the 200s.
Oh yeah, it is. It is. I want to say it was like 235
Oh, hell no. To who?
to nobody. Damn, that's way down the list. 237. Let's hit three of the last three games.
He maybe. I wouldn't bet it.
I mean, he gonna get 100 yards receiving out of his running backs tonight.
He gonna have to.
He gonna get another 70 to 80 out of Cade Otton. Now, who's gonna catch the rest of them balls?
I have no idea.
Did he?
You said garbage. If it's garbage time, they're gonna take him out. So that if it's garbage time, they're gonna take Baker out though. Cause
Ooh.
the last thing they can afford right now is for Baker to get hurt.
Yeah. Rushing yards for Baker. Let's see.
Now he may get them because they're gonna be on his ass all night.
Oh, he gonna have to.
Now we sitting here, we talking about this game, and somehow if Tampa Bay win this game, I'm gonna look real dumb tomorrow. I
Over
just don't
15 and a half rushing yards. It's hit three of the last four games and three of the last three away games.
Oh, Baker get loose now. I will say that. I can't. Man, look, I'm going because at the end of the day, the one thing that Tampa Bay does do, they defense is pretty good, and he still got Antoine Winfield Jr. back there. He was questionable, but I think he's gonna play. And the one thing that Patrick Mahomes has been doing is he been giving the ball to the other team.
I'm putting
So if
that
they
bet right
defense can
now.
step up, maybe they can keep this game close. But I don't know. Bucky Irvin,
Ooh,
Deshaun
ESPN
Watson,
bet.
Cody gonna have to get in that receiving game real good. What'd you say?
Actually, FanDuel has Baker over 14 and a half at minus 110. I'm jumping on it.
Rushing?
Yep.
I don't think this game is going to be like Detroit against the Titans or nothing like that. But I don't think it's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be sloppy. The Chiefs' offense ain't looking too good. If you wanted to make a play for Xavier Worthy tonight, I could see that. I could see D Hop getting about 3 or 4 catches tonight. They may try to get him involved early. But he throw the ball to everybody. So just Juju is out again. I seen.
He needs to stop making TikToks.
Yeah, that's what's wrong with him.
Real quick, if you guys are not using multiple sports books, you are hampering your chances on making money. Sign up for all the sports books you can. Put a couple of dollars in each one. Make sure you get the best lines. Pickit, Pikkit, is an app where if you know a bet that you want to make, you can go to that event, you can go to that line, and it will show you which one of your books has the best lines and the best odds on that particular bet.
Hmm.
Make the most out of your bets and get the most money out of them. And if you need referral codes, hit our link trees. We both got referral codes to pretty much all the books, and we like bonuses.
Sure the hell do. It'd be
As a matter
nice.
of fact, if you sign up and I get a bonus because you sign up, shoot me a screenshot of it, and we'll put you into a drawing to win something like a T-shirt or a tumbler or something.
I don't know if Houston. The way Houston is presently constructed, I don't know if they can beat Kansas City. Kansas
Mm,
City ain't look good at all, and they keep winning. It's
they
crazy.
they do. They winning in the strangest ways.
I tell you a team. He said only three teams I see beating them is the Bills next week, Steelers on Christmas, or Houston. They better watch out for the Chargers over there.
I mean, they under Harbaugh. His first year, he might finally have things starting to come together.
I'm telling you that hey, Lad McConkey and somehow he getting huge production out of Quentin Johnston and if J.K. Dobbins can stay healthy, he looked better yesterday. I think he scored a touchdown yesterday.
If it wasn't for Jaden Daniels, Lad McConkey would be in the mix for Rookie of the Year.
He may be top four.
Yep.
I can't put him ahead of Brian Thomas and Malik Neighbors.
Oh no, I said he'd be in the mix.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't say he'd be up there.
That Chargers defense, I'm telling you, I keep every week I keep thinking that the Chargers defense gonna fade away, and every week they just be like, nah, we here. That
Well,
division may have the best defense other than the Raiders.
Harbaugh's teams are built on defense.
They are and running the football.
Yep.
But Justin Herbert been letting that thing go. I think Jim Harbaugh see what he got at that quarterback position, and he been letting Justin Herbert been letting it ride. I like that Chargers team though, man. What surprised you yesterday? I don't know if y'all seen the Rams Seahawks game. That was a hell of a game yesterday.
That was I caught the end of it. And I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting the Rams to get them by a couple of points,
Yeah.
but I wasn't expecting no shootout like that at the end.
I'm telling you, man, people we don't appreciate some of the things that we see. Matthew Stafford is a hell of a quarterback and been one for a long time. And that connection that him and Cooper Cup got over there is special. I'm telling you.
Sneezy, you are correct, sir.
What's that?
That Saquon Barkley 360 no look hurdle. Lord of mercy.
That one.
Oh yeah, that one right there.
It's weird. See, this is why people don't like Titan fans. You see the little comment? He could have said player today was Saquon. But see, he got to put the little funky ass on that. That I keep telling people don't understand. The fans predict how your season gonna go.
First of all, it's just like if you owed me $20 and I wanted my $20 back, it turned into a funky ass $20 then, huh?
No,
Yes.
it's all about respect, and karma gonna keep kicking y'all in y'all ass until y'all Titan fans learn some respect.
I was
I
giving
keep
I
telling y'all this, and you don't listen.
Hey, you can't put it on all of us what Smeezy said though.
He one of them, and he the main one to be trying to say he ain't one of them.
But
Here's the proof,
I
Exhibit A, right here.
I was giving props to
Who the
Saquon
Titans
and
play next week?
uh nobody.
And
We
they
said
gonna lose because he
and
should put
nobody.
that comment right there.
And quit playing.
It don't even matter. They can play
Somebody
the
had,
Jets Neely Raiders in Nashville. They gonna lose.
so that Demarcus Robinson catch, that was a nice catch
Sure the hell
with the
was.
Rams.
Devontae Smith.
Devontae Smith. Hey, when
Uh,
I first seen that, when I saw that Devontae Smith catch in real
I didn't
time,
think he got in.
I didn't. But boy,
That's what it is. He's still mad about AJ Brown.
I think I'm one of the few people that's not mad about AJ Brown.
Oh, the Titans play the Chargers next.
Oh God, that's why you so high on him.
It's coming.
Gary Wilson catch was real nice.
Gary Wilson catch was nice.
Yeah, I mean, although the best that we wanted to hit yesterday were not on par, it was
Mm-hmm.
still some good football.
Yesterday was some good football, man. I'm telling you, if it, I don't see nobody in the NFC beating Detroit. Detroit beating the shit out of people. Detroit, they playing real disrespectful football right now. The way they beating the hell out of people.
So something else, I think I brought it up to you. A lot of these players that are wanting to move, they
Hmm.
have been telling their agents to call the Commanders.
Yeah, they want to go to Washington.
Everybody's wanting to play with Jaden Daniels. Everybody likes how Josh Harris has changed the culture over there, and
Hmm.
they're headed in the right direction. So we'll see tomorrow if anybody gets their wish and get up out of there.
I keep culture and coaching plays a lot on the players that you get and the players that you keep.
Yep.
You don't see a lot of people. There's a reason Christian McCaffrey left Carolina. If they see you not about winning, which Christian McCaffrey, I seen today, he's supposed to come back this week, actually. Speaking of, I seen he said something about the 49ers, so they getting close to being healthy. But Detroit, you see how they are. You see players want to go to Detroit. You see players want to go to Washington. They want to go to Philadelphia. They want to go to these San Francisco, Pittsburgh. You see them. They want to Baltimore. These are the teams that they want to go to. I'm telling you, man, Kansas City, coaching and culture matters. Your owners and your GMs matter. If they see you're trying to win, they will come to you.
So I made a joke on Facebook a couple weeks ago um, about putting up all my Titans stuff and ordering a Detroit Lions hat until my Titans get their shit together. But
Hmm.
the reason I made that comment is because I did watch the Lions when they were on Hard Knocks, and I saw how they were changing the culture. I saw how they were treating their players. I saw how they were being transparent with the players that they were cutting. So I like what they had going on. So that's why I started following them as a team. I'm still a Titans fan, but Detroit Lions like my side chick.
I ain't gonna lie. I like Detroit. I really do. They scare me. Don't no other team in the NFC scare me but Detroit because I don't think we can beat them. I just don't. I love me some Baltimore. If I wasn't an Eagles fan, growing up, if I wasn't an Eagles fan, I was gonna be a 49ers fan. That's my second team always. But I love the Ravens. I like the way they constructed. I just love Lamar Jackson. Something about seeing him and Derrick Henry run the ball together. That offense over there real nasty.
Yeah, it is.
And Zay Flowers is a monster this year. If they get Deontay Johnson and Mark Andrews and Likely, and they don't even need all that, and they still dropping 40. Todd Munkin, hey, hats off to you. I ain't got one, but hats off to you.
Oh, bald headed. I can't say nothing about you being bald headed. I take this hat off, people gonna laugh at me.
I'm gonna give y'all my score for tonight, man. I got the Chiefs winning 24-13. I think they covered a 9. Dan Campbell does make you wanna play with him. Only thing I think may hurt Detroit, I think this may be the year that they lose both their coordinators.
Um, but, uh, Ben Johnson said that he's gonna have to have the right job, which I can appreciate that from him.
Yeah.
He was actually looking to get the what job was it? He was looking to get the Bears job, hoping that Eberflus would get fired, but that didn't happen.
So he want to go somewhere they got a good quarterback
Pretty much.
and maybe some good receivers and some good running backs, like two good ones like Travis Etienne and Tank Bigsby, and some wide receivers like Brian Thomas
Hey
and
man,
Evan Ingram and Trevor Lawrence.
ooh, I didn't even think about that.
I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just Jacksonville is kind of built like Detroit. They just don't have the coaching. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
But it's been an hour, man. Before we go, once again, appreciate y'all for tuning in. We got merch, man. So come on, buy some merch with us. We're gonna put the link up if it ain't already up.
It's in the link trees.
It's in the link tree.
Yep. Hit the link tree, hit the shop.
He ain't going to Dallas. But yeah, the game tonight, man. Hopefully, it's a good game. If not, you got NBA and college basketball, women's and men's to watch. Will we be back before Thursday?
For Thursday, I don't think so, but it's a possibility.
We got a good game Thursday. Bengals and the Ravens. It should be a good one. The last one was a good one. It was a shootout, I believe. This time it's in Baltimore. So and the over under is at 52. So we'll see. They got Baltimore as a 6 point favorite right now.
Tonight, TC either win 27-21 or 27-17.
Kansas City,
Yeah,
27-17. What I say, 24-13.
something like that.
Yeah, that's about right. Let's see. We ain't got college football tonight, but we do have college football tomorrow. So we good. I think it's
Oh,
checkout time.
it ain't no college football tonight.
Not
Oh,
tonight, it is
yeah,
tomorrow.
because they had that. They had basketball start today. I
Yep.
guess we're gonna have to get into some college basketball pretty soon.
Yeah, if you like them ragged ass Duke Blue Devils, they about to play. Matter of fact, it's on now. They about to play
Hey
man.
man, stop hating. As a matter of fact, I might watch that to see what Cooper Flag gonna do.
I want to see what Coop. Ain't you a Tennessee fan?
I'm a Vols fan through and through.
They playing. They on right now.
I'm still gonna watch the Duke game.
Tennessee ranked number 12. I didn't know y'all
Yeah,
team was that good.
well, we got a good coach. Rick Barnes is a very good coach. He's gonna do something with what he's got, but um, I don't know how well we're gonna be this year.
Yeah, and Baylor play Gonzaga tonight. My Tar Heels play tonight, baby. Let's go.
Oh, yeah, we might have to do a show before Thursday. That way we can cover some of these football games this week because you got Alabama, LSU.
Alabama number 2 in college basketball. That is crazy.
Alabama's headed in the right direction. Football, you got Georgia versus Ole Miss this weekend.
Oh yeah, you got some hell of a college football games this weekend.
Yeah, we might try to come up with a show this week. We'll see. Depends on my schedule, your schedule.
Hey, you know I ain't got no damn schedule.
Hey, hey man, if we were getting paid for this shit, I'd be on here every night.
2 games before we get out of here, because we over an hour. I already know. College football, Colorado and Texas Tech, Vanderbilt and South Carolina. This sounds crazy. Vanderbilt and South Carolina. It's at Vandy. It may be a good game.
Man, Vandy has proved to people this year that the SEC is a whole different animal.
It is a different animal.
What else you got? You got anything?
I think that's it, man. That was a good ass show. Always,
Once again, we appreciate y'all support. We love getting in here and chopping it up with you guys. Y'all give us more things to talk about. It's better live because we get to interact with you guys and talk shit with you, have a little fun.
So
Um,
one day soon, I'm gonna have a cookout at the house, and I'm gonna invite y'all over, man, because they see you on TV, but they ain't seen you in person, and they think you this big celebrity person. So
I'm not.
they be like, "Who is T?" They don't know where I know T from. Me and T
I'm
met in
not.
the stock market group, and we just got cool. You know, it don't take much for men to be cool. We can look at a woman's ass and we cool immediately right after that.
Yeah,
So
give you the little. Yeah, I see
yeah,
you look
yeah,
too.
that's how it is, man. And we just been cool ever since, and we do this podcast, and it's man, we on the game.
Got to talking about money, and then talking about money just led into this venture here. So here we go.
Here we go. But yeah, let's
Yes,
let's
sir.
let's let's end it, man. We appreciate y'all. The merch, pushing the lines, Magic's Bets, and 615 Parlay Slayer merch is in the
Hey
link
man,
tree.
get Abraham. Read
Ah,
what he just wrote. Abraham. All right.
Pittsburgh
All
versus Steelers.
right.
Yeah,
Hey,
I took some medicine. I took some medicine.
I'm down. Yeah, let's do it. Appreciate y'all support. We'll holler at y'all later on this week.
Yeah, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in for real.
It's all right, bro. We all make mistakes. Players fuck up too.
You are not cooking, man. He want me to eat some damn